Okay, folks, Guy Vandermeer here in beautiful, depressing Brownsville, Oregon. People walking around like zombies, too many bums, palpable air of discontent hovering over everything. Fortunately, though, today is a beautiful sunny day in Oregon. There is a layer of clouds in Oregon. Let me explain the situation here. Eastern Oregon's a little bit different. Bend, that's kind of more of a different weather pattern there, ski town and stuff. Western Oregon is unlike anywhere else I've ever been. It's beautiful when you're in a plane. You can see it. The sun shines down on the earth just like everywhere else, but there is a layer of clouds in between the sun and us that is here 300 days out of the year. It's foggy and it rains. A little bit of rain continuously 300 days out of the year, just like in Colorado where I just moved from. It's sunny 300 days out of the year. So it's a unique breed that lives here in Oregon. There's a lot of hippies turn hipsters, hippies turn yuppies, and there's also a lot of bums that come to Oregon because California has persecuted them for being bums. And they come here because there's more services for the homeless. Consequently, Brownsville has become an epicenter for bums. I like to call it Bumsville. Anyway, Guy Vandermeer here today, sitting in a plastic green Adirondack chair on the patio outside Whole Foods. Brand new Whole Foods here in Brownsville. Couple observations on Whole Foods from the chair critic here. Bathrooms. Huge Whole Foods, unlike anything I've ever seen before. A storage door for the trucks to come into that looks like it's as big as a brewery. The department for everything, from lobster to olives. Anything you're looking for, it's got its own department here at the Whole Foods in Brownsville. But the bathroom situation, they have two small bathrooms. They are a one-person bathroom. You go in, you lock the door, you do your peeing and pooping or whatever you're doing all to yourself. Meanwhile, there's a line outside the door, even when it's not busy. Several people waiting in line, saying, "What's going on? What's this guy in the bathroom for?" And every time I go in there to pee or poop or do whatever I'm doing, somebody's knocking on the door, and it's really irritating. So who got paid a lot of money to make the bright decision to not put public bathrooms in the Whole Foods just like every other Whole Foods across the nation? The last Whole Foods I was kicking it at was in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Now, Santa Fe is a different breed of hipster, folks. Older boomers with loose-fitting clothing, buying a lot of landscapes from galleries downtown. There's not nearly as many bums in Santa Fe, ladies and gents. The difference in this Whole Foods and the Whole Foods there is that when I'm sitting here doing my work at a table in the cafe, people are looking at me. People are focusing on me, because here in Bumsville, people are obsessed with looking at you and deciding whether or not you're a bum. Soaking up your energy, checking out your energy. Sometimes I feel like going up to each and every individual one and saying, "Hey, hello, sir. Hello, miss. Thank you for filling out my energy. Appreciate it. What do you think? What's your diagnosis?" It's a little much, so I try to find places where I can go sit in a coffee shop, like Randy's Cafe, where me and Gary Wily have been doing our thing, where I can sit there and not be bombarded by everybody's energy. Here in Whole Foods, unfortunately, that's not the case. So I'm sitting outdoors in my extremely uncomfortable green plastic lowrider Adirondack chair on the patio. No one else is out here. It's extremely cold out here. I'm freezing my ass off, ladies and gents. Anyway, here in Brownsville, Oregon, and Guy Vandermeer here. Gary Wily, my partner in crime, director in the project we're doing, the Has-Be Should Been show. Should Been Has-Be, I'm sorry. Should Be Has... Ladies and gents, Guy Vandermeer fucking up here outside Whole Foods in Brownsville, Oregon. It's the Should Be Has Been show with Guy and Gary. That's the name of it. And my associate, Gary Wily, is on vacation from vacation, apparently. I don't know what's up with that, but Gary Wily is not here, so it's just me, Guy. And I'd like to let you all know that pretty soon I'm going to be doing live readings of my novels. I'm a should-be-famous novelist. I've got a full-length science fiction novel, 40 chapters now, epic. And I'm 9 chapters into a really cool, kind of offbeat, steampunk, pulp fiction-esque fantasy novel called Ice Shelf. My science fiction is called Odessa, and pretty soon here, I'm going to be reading these novels that I've been selling copies on the street for 10 years. I'm going to be doing live readings on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So please, follow my novels. And just to let you all know also that I am a music nerd. I'm an indie rock nerd, underground hip hop. I'm under the weird impression that the music I listen to is a little hipper than your average Joe's. It's definitely a lot hipper than the cliche, derivative hipster rubbish that they play in the bathroom here at Whole Foods in Brownsville. And I'm doing playlists on my Spotify, and I'm putting those on Facebook. So if anybody wants to listen to my playlists from my hipster music on Facebook, on Spotify, if you got Spotify, check me out. Guy Vandermeer here in the Whole Foods in Brownsville, Oregon, in my green, lowrider, plastic, extremely uncomfortable Adirondack chair, signing out in sunny Brownsville, Oregon.